race of the year, the world stage here at Kristianstad. Thank you very much. Hold on to your seat, fasten your seatbelt. This is going to be absolutely fantastic.
Nothing but the best will do. This is the best of the best, going for the title everyone in motor racing wants to win. The championship of the world in karting. The very best drivers in the world have made it this far. Now they have just one race to show that they are the best in the biz. 30 kilometers of racing in front of them, 25 laps of the Asmring International here at Kristianstad in Sweden, and there is so much to talk about. The two men who have been dueling all season for the honors are now going to go to battle for the World Championship. And if they are too close together and they are too feisty, then there are 32 drivers around them who will pick up the pieces. This is the Championship of Championships, and it promises to be one of the greatest races we've ever seen around the Asmring International. Lorenzo Travasanuto, the Italian stallion, on pole position. In second place alongside him, David Vidales of Spain. In the third position slot, the number one, the European champion, Hannes Janka of Germany. Alongside him, the Italian Luigi Coluccio for the Realizado squad. Fifth position, Tijmen van der Helm, the Dutchman, going forward in the TB Racing squad as teammate to Hannes Janka. Alongside him, the top man of Sweden, 18 years of age, from downtown Kristianstad, it is Noah Millell on the third row of the grid. Harry Thompson and Dexter Patterson make it an all-British fourth row and bidding to become the youngest ever champion of the world to emulate Lando Norris back in 2014. Victor Oberg and Yannick de Brabander take up residence on the fifth row of the grid inside the top 10. Andrea Rosso, Jorge Pescador, Alexei Brijan, Victor Gustafsson, 2013 champion Carol Baj, Callum Bradshaw, Academy Trophy champion 2 years ago, Glenn Van Berlo, Rasmus Jutsimis, Alexei Sizov, Ren Sato, Ben Kovac, Kaz Havakort, Johnny Edgar, Juho Valtonen, Leonardo Marcellia, Pietro Deleguante, Mattias Salonen, Axel Saniala, Roman Stanek, Olin Galiviera, the last two world champions together on the 16th row, Pedro Hiltbrand from 2016, Danny Curl from 2017, and then we have a Scandinavian back of the grid for Gabriel Nord and Robin Sario. This is it, the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've got a front row seat and a good box of popcorn, because you are going to be very, very entertained as the best seat in the house here at Kristianstad. Travasanuto and Vidales, Janka and Coluccio, Van der Helm and Millell, Thompson and Patterson, Oberg and de Brabander, Rosso and Pescador, Brijan and Gustafsson, Baj and Bradshaw, Van Berlo and Jutsemis, Sizov and Sato, Kovac and Havakort, Edgar and Valtonen, Marcellia and Deliguanti, Salonen and Saniala, Stanek and Galiviera, Hiltbrand and Curl, and Nord and Sario. We have one kart in trouble already off the start, unfortunately, and that is the 63 that is not getting away by the look of it. That is Gabriel Nord. Unfortunately, his tireless efforts to get himself into the race look like they could be up the spout already, but if they can get him started before the second formation lap, he should just be able to slot in at the back of the field. So they will try their best to get him back into this race. So this is the one everybody's been waiting for. The moment of truth is upon us. Travasanuto versus Janka for the World Championship. Are we going to see the race of the century? So far, we have seen so many incredible battles in the Karting World Championship. Just to give you a list of the men who have come before and taken all in an amazing crop of drivers. It has been an absolutely sensational run of champions over the last few years. Flavio Camponeschi, Tom Joyner, Lando Norris, Carol Baj, Pedro Hiltbrand and Danny Curl, the last three of which are in this very grid. And just look at the list of names in the past who have competed in the World Championship at this level. Max Verstappen, Lance Stroll, George Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi, Oliver Rowland, Will Stevens, Jean-Eric Verne, Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hulkenberg, Michael Amamula, Pastor Maldonado, Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, Heikki Kovalainen, Kimi Räikkönen, Fernando Alonso, Jenson Button, and the late, great Jules Bianchi. The list is endless. And now these men are bidding to join them in the list of the Hall of Fame. An absolutely amazing battle for the championship of the world. Travasanuto on the left, Vidalis on the right, Janka in behind, Coluccio alongside, Van der Helm, Millel, Thompson, Patterson, Oberg and de Brabanda. Grab onto something, pin back your ears. We're going round again. The tension's too much for the front row men, and it's a false start, so we're going round one more time. Oh, as if the tension and the pressure cooker wasn't high enough already. We are going around for a third formation lap. Everybody has got themselves a good seat in the house. Nico Rosberg bouncing around on the starting gantry, partly because of the cold, but partly because of the energy of this exceptional event. It's going to be a sensational race to watch with these two men, Travasanuto and Janka, who've been at each other's throats most of the season. Janka will start behind him on the second row, but that inside line is going to be crucial. Can David Vidalis overhaul them both around the outside? In the wet, it was proven possible yesterday and on Friday, but in the dry, it's going to be very tough indeed. But once you settle into a position on that first lap, you can then allow the other 24.5 kilometers of the race to play it out for itself. So Lorenzo Travasanuto of the Rosberg Academy for the Kart Republic race team is on pole position. David Vidalis for Tony Kart is in second. The TB Racing man Hannes Janka in third, ahead of Biralat's Luigi Coluccio. The second man on the TB squad in fifth position, Thymen van der Helm, and the second man for Tony Kart in the top six, Noah Millel. Are we going to see an 18-year-old hometown hero, Noah Millel, take the crown on home soil? Or is it going to be the battle of the century we all think it could be? It's going to be a brilliant start from the front. And Travasanuto and Janka go to war. Vidalis moves the cover off Coluccio, who's down the inside, gunning for third position. He's not going to get there, so he tucks into third place. And there's contact further back, and there's all sorts of people in trouble. That looks to me like Thymen van der Helm has gone, and so too has Andrea Rosso by the look of it. So a lot of people down the order. Two more have come off at the back end of the field. Several drivers in trouble. One of them looks like he's on a Tony Kart chassis, so a big problem. Ren Sato has dropped to the very back of the field, and sadly, it looks to me as though so too has one of the Tony Karts, as we mentioned. Not sure who it was, unfortunately, but it is time to go racing again for the front runners. It looks like Alexei Sizov is the man who has dropped down the order, we think, but we'll catch it up. Travasanuto has bolted out of the blocks on this first lap, and he is large and in charge out front, with second place man Janka being chased down by Vidalis, Coluccio, and in fifth place, Noah Millel from Patterson and Thompson.
Remember what we said, Jacob, before the race about Hannes Janka trying to start from the right line on the starting grid after what happened in the previous qualifying heat. For now, it just paid off as he gained one position into second place, chasing Lorenzo Travasanuto. We're back again with this battle between two of the best youngsters out there on the track. Travasanuto against Janka. The battle is on, and it's going to last for the next 24 laps for sure. 23rd place for David Vidalis. Luigi Coluccio is just behind, still in fourth position. This is your battle going on track at the moment. Going wide behind is Noah Millel, with Dexter Patterson pressuring him just behind. Harry Thompson as well. The two Brits are going to try to make up the order as much as they can, as this is one more lap completed. Travasanuto still in the lead. But Hannes Janka is there, and Janka is losing second position to David Vidalis, who goes wide. Hannes Janka taking the inside line. Coluccio just behind.
Here comes
Coluccio going. Yes, he does.
Oh, brilliant. Vidalis down to fourth position as a result of it all. Janka and Coluccio get through into second and third. Vidalis running wide as he makes his bid to get into second place past Janka. This is a big problem for the German. He needs to get back on terms with Travasanuto, and fast, because these men are trying to challenge. There's a good chance the Italian could run away and hide if he gets an opportunity. Watch for Harry Thompson as he tries to duck in on the inside of Dexter Patterson on the exit, and he's through. Nice move from the Red Bull Junior as he now tucks up in behind. The Ricky Flynn Motorsport man is up to sixth position. Good job from Thompson, trying to emulate Lando Norris from 4 years ago.
Yeah, fantastic move from further back. Dexter Patterson getting past Harry Thompson. No, Millel, my apologies, for fifth place. And there's the battle that keeps on going. Luigi Coluccio behind Hannes Janka. One more lap completed as they come across the start-finish line. And Nico Rosberg likes what he sees on track. Lorenzo Travasanuto, one of his two drivers of this year's Academy, is leading the show for the moment. 1 second ahead on Hannes Janka, who has a lot to do at the moment. With in third place Luigi Coluccio, increasing the pressure. The Billy Hart Racing driver, and there it gets very angry and messy between those three drivers.
Yes, indeed. Milel is now up into 4th place past Vidalis. So Milel has made the move, but Vidalis is trying to come back, and his Swedish teammate Milel is not going to let him go. Thompson's going to try and come round the outside of both of them. He's not quite going to get there, but that is absolutely relentless from Thompson trying to make his way through. He has to slot back into 6th position, but that just shows you the kind of gusto you're going to expect from this young Brit. Absolutely terrific from Thompson. He's not quite done yet. There's a long way to go. This is only the end of lap 4 as Travis Zanuto leads the way. Janka 2nd, Coluccio 3rd, and at this rate, it looks like these three could run away with it.
Can you imagine to have 21 laps to go already, and we have so much to see at the commentate on track. This is the final of the weekend. This is the final of the year for the OK category, and there's so many battles going on, especially in the midfield for the biggest position. There we go, in the midfield with Luigi Coluccio, Noah Milel, and then the rising pressure, the 21 with David Vidal just behind, and there goes Vidal trying to take the inside line on his teammate.
Oh!
And there's contact.
There's still contact. Milel's gone wide. Someone else has gone up behind them as well. That's one of the Lennox drivers. What has happened to Milel as a result of that? He has dropped in behind Vidalis, and somehow they have kept their positions. Vidalis is there still in 4th from Milel, Patterson and Thompson, but there is a queue building behind them. Oberg, Bradshaw, then it looks to me to be tucked in behind them, that's Johnny Edgar filing in behind. So there is an absolute train of karts coming through to try and take the battle. I cannot believe the two Tony Kart teammates A, hit each other, and B, have maintained their positions. Absolutely astonishing.
Yeah, I believe we've witnessed some sort of little miracle for Noah Milel, and David Vidal is still in course for the best position, but with a big gap further back.
Somebody on the live stream just said, Travis Zanuto gone. No, he's not. Janka's closing in. He's just set the new fastest lap. Janka's not done yet. Thompson's going to get the move on Oberg. Very nicely done there to hang on in front of the Swede. And Johnny Edgar's going to try and go to battle past Victor Oberg, who is working his magic. But Johnny Edgar's going to get a good exit. He can't quite dive to the inside. Brilliant tussling in this World Championship final. But out in front, it is Travis Zanuto leading the way from Hannes Janka as Felipe Massa, FIA president, looks on at the battle in front of him. Travis Zanuto versus Janka. This is the race we came to see, and we're getting it at the front. But look at the closeness of the field behind, as everybody's still very much up for a shout. Behind the top 10 of Edgar and Bradshaw, at the bottom of it is Gustafsson, Baj, Kovac, Valtonen, Gary Viera, Van der Helm, Debra Banda, Stanek, Van Berlo. Curl is 20th, would you believe? Prijan, Yutsimis, Pescador, Havercourt, Hiltbrand, Rosso, Marcelia, Saurio, Salonen, Sato, Deliguanti, Sizov and Saniala. Only one retirement. That's the man who didn't start, Gabriel Nord.
And in the meantime, Hannes Janka, you can see on your screen, is increasing the pressure, getting closer to Lorenzo Trevisanuto. He's going to have a lot of work and a lot of effort to put together to try to hold the position for as long as he can. But Hannes Janka has other plans in his mind, and he's going to go for that first position. He's going to go. He knows, he feels that the title is up for grabs. Hannes Janka, who has already one title under his belt, the European competition earlier this year. That could be 2 out of 2 for Janka, even though we're still a long way to go. But there is your battle for first position. Travis Zanuto, Janka separated by less than 0.4 of a second, but there is behind Luigi Coluccio.
Janka, he is closing in on Travis Zanuto. He's dialing him in. This isn't going to take too long for the German to be on him. They shaked hands and embraced on the start-finish line that there would be a fair fight. They love racing each other, these two. They are absolute implacable rivals. Off the track, they are best buds, but on the circuit, after the gates, no mates, as they say. Absolutely amazing. And that is Victor Oberg. Victor Oberg has gone from the top 10. Disaster for Victor Oberg. That was a great chance to be in the top 10 of the World Championship finals. It's now gone. He has got the kart going again, I do believe, but it's all over for Victor Oberg's world title dreams. Travis Zanuto and Janka still far out in front, and they are pulling away from Coluccio, who is still in touch with them. He's the only one to be with them. Vidal is in 4th. Patterson now up to 5th, having got past Noah Milel. Harry Thompson still there in 7th place. We could see 2 Brits in the top 6, but Noah Milel is the man who knows this circuit like the back of his hand. So it's going to be a long shot to see Milel drop out of that top 6 battle, but this is what we came to see, and I think Hannes Janka has been hanging back a little bit over the course of this weekend. He is gaining ground. Thompson in 7th is being caught, by the way, by 2 Brits, Johnny Edgar and Callum Bradshaw, and the 2015 world champion Karel Baj has made his way up into 10th position. So some great comebacks in this race. However, this is going to be an absolutely spectacular run. One of the drives of this race so far, though, is the 32, the Forza Racing man, Johnny Edgar, started 15 places further back on the grid in 23rd. And the young Red Bull ace is now up to 8th position. Even if he doesn't win the world title, everyone's going to take notice of that young man.
Definitely, as Johnny Edgar had a difficult... And there goes a change for the lead. Hannes Janke taking the inside line. And Travis fighting back. No, he doesn't. Hannes Janke now leading the World Championship event here in Kristianstad.
Janke's got him.
Is there.
Janke's got him. What an amazing move. I did say that he'd been hanging back through the course of the weekend. Now he has leapt for Travesanuto, and it's up to the Italian stallion to fight back. What can he do in the hairpin as the German tyrant himself, Hannes Janke, continues to charge his way out in front? The man in black has come to seek out another alien victim, and Travesanuto in 2nd position, now charging him down. Coluccio in 3rd place, still hanging in touch in the red and white of the Birol Art colours. But now it's up to Travesanuto. What can he do about Hannes Janke? If Hannes Janke opens up the tabs and disappears, then he's going to be the first man for a long time to be back-to-back European and world champion.
Yeah, we are not yet halfway through this final. 25 laps in total, 10 completed. We're in the 11th one, and we have a new leader, Hannes Janke, now leading the way. Travesanuto in 2nd position. A bit further back on your screen is David Vidalis in 4th position that we had in a battle with Dexter Patterson. Noah Miller is not far behind, 0.3 of a second in 6th position. Harry Thompson at number 2, because runner-up of the European Championship is not far behind either. Johnny Edgar is 8, Colin Bradshaw is 9, and Carol Bass is closing up the top 10. Fantastic piece of racing from Johnny Edgar further back in 8 with 15 places gained since the start. As we say, Edgar is really one of the big names to keep an eye on for the future, but had such a difficult Saturday. Still wins, but as well retirements. That's the reason why he had to start so far back on the grid, but now he's back into contention in the top 10.
So with Hannes Janke leading the way, Lorenzo Travesanuto still trying to stay with him in 2nd place, and 3rd position Luigi Coluccio there to pick up the pieces in case anything should befall them. This battle for 4th position is not done and dusted yet. We've got Vidalis, Patterson and Milel all over each other, with Thompson being hunted down by his fellow Red Bull young gun Johnny Edgar. They are 7th and 8th in this World Final. Don't forget, this is the first time either of these Red Bull youngsters have competed in the World Championships as a senior. Incredible from the 14-year-olds. 7th and 8th places, these two. No wonder Red Bull chose them. Bradshaw in 9th. Baj in 10th from Gustafsson, Galiviera, Van der Helm all the way down in 13th. I thought he'd be a stronger force than this, but that off on the first lap has really ended any chance he might have had of being world champion. Then Joel Valtonen, Jomba Kovac is 15th for the Ralf Schumacher Motorsport team. His teammate Yannick de Brabander is there up the inside. Patterson goes for 4th place and gets it straight back again. Vidalis, a brilliant bit of racing between these two as they continue their war for 4th position, and with Thompson closing in, I think it's only going to intensify.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's going to go for it. Dexter Patterson is in trouble as Vidalis made his way back into 4th position. Patterson still behind Noah Miller and Harry Thompson, as you said, both trying to increase the pressure to make up the field. He coming across the start finish line. The top front leaders, Hannes Janke, increasing his gap, still a bit less than half of a second on Lorenzo Travesanuto. Still, everything is possible for the Kart Republic driver. Those two teammates under the same team, but not the same colors, as we have Janke in front of Travesanuto. As someone out, and there's a bit of messy contact in the chicane. It's happening a bit further back on your screen. Still 3rd position, Luigi Coluccio, no problem at all for the Italian driver. Is really on his own, but he's battling just behind as we have Dexter Patterson trying to get past David Vidalis once again. And Noah Miller is going to try to get into the open door.
Oh, Johnny Edgar's gone past his fellow Red Bull graduate, Harry Thompson. Thompson gets him straight back again. So Edgar is getting feisty here in 8th position. Come on, Harry, get on with it, mate. As they come up towards the final hairpin, a great bit of dueling between these two. It's like the beginning of a pub joke, isn't it? 3 Brits walked into a duel with Tony Kart as they battle down the main straight. Really exciting stuff between these 5. Vidalis, Patterson, Milel, Thompson and Edgar. And they are dueling for 4th position, the best of the rest spot, if you like, in the World Championship final of 2018 here at the Alsamring International at Kristianstad in Sweden.
Yeah, we often count on the Italian drivers or the Swedish drivers for this World Water event as they were. And there comes the challenge. Patterson taking the inside line of Vidalis once again in the corner number 6. And there he succeeds this time with Vidalis trying to hold to his position with Noah Miller just behind. And the two Tony Kart drivers are going to battle side by side. But now this Spaniard is still the upper hand on Noah Miller, who's going to try to make a position as much as he can. In 6th place still, Noah Miller, one of the best Swedish drivers out there. And there he goes, taking the inside line in corner number 12. 12, but could Vitalis try to fight back? Yes, it does. Side by side onto the straight finish line, into turn number 1, and this is Vitalis, ladies and gentlemen, that gets the upper hand.
That was fantastic stuff for the two Tony Kart teammates. They could easily have made that a bit of a war, but they continue on in fine fashion. Janka still has Travasanuto close enough to challenge in the latter stages of this race. I don't think Lorenzo Travasanuto's hit the panic button yet. We've had 15 laps. We are now 10 to go, and Lorenzo is still very much in contention for this World Championship. He knows what's at stake here, and he knows how hard he's got to work to close up on that man, Hannes Janka, who is still out in front. But Travasanuto in the Rosberg Academy colours, running for the Kart Republic squad, still running well in second position, but there is still a long way to go as they come up and over the crest. 9 laps to go for Janka versus Travasanuto. This is better than any boxing match you want to put on. These two have been already racing each other for every single apex over the course of the weekend, and now it's up to these guys, Hannes Janka and Lorenzo Travasanuto, for the championship of the world.
Yeah, what a race those guys are being able to put together. This is absolutely fantastic conclusion of what has been a hectic weekend of racing here on the Asium International of Kristianstad. We have a bit more than 9 laps to go, a bit less now, as 16 has been completed. Hannes Janka still holding the lead, as you can see on your screen. Still less than half of a second is Travasanuto trying to catch up. Amazingly enough, those two have been able to stay in the same gap for the last course of the last laps. So impressive performance from both of those drivers, crossing the start finish line again, as you can see on the picture. 0.4 of a second. Lorenzo Travasanuto has just gained just a bit of time, but will it be enough to try to keep building on that speed? Luigi Coluccio is far behind, 2 seconds at the moment. Then Dexter Patterson is increasing his lead on Noah Milel in 4th position, 1.1 second between Patterson in 4th and Noah Milel in 5th. But Johnny Edgar is still in contention for a potential top 4, as the Ford Racing driver has made up 17 places so far into 6 and is not far behind Noah Millet in 5th.
This is a clean fight and a straight fight, and it's great to see so many brilliant drivers, masters of their craft, giving it absolutely tooth and nail, hammer and tongs around the circuit as they duel for the World Championship. But so far, it is Janka from Travasanuto. It is the reverse of the start of the race, but I do think there is one more chapter still to go, as Nico Rosberg punching the air as they came through that time. Come on, Lorenzo, you can get there, my friend. Hannes Janka in the lead at the moment from Lorenzo Travasanuto, but Luigi Coluccio is there in 3rd position for the Birolart squad. Looking good if these two should come to blows, and that could be on Luigi's mind. Just stay close to them. You never know what can happen. If they tangle and come off the circuit, Coluccio is going to be the one to pick up the pieces. He just needs to stay hungry and stay with them. A really good run this from Coluccio, and it looks to me as though the top 3 is settled, but not necessarily in that order. So 4th position, Patterson has now disappeared in front of Noah Milel, who is there in 5th position. Johnny Edgar has come through to P6. Where is Harry Thompson? Harry Thompson has disappeared from the fray. Thompson is out. So is Andrea Rosso. Unbelievable. We've lost 2 of them. Rosso and Thompson have gone out of the race together. And I wonder if they have had an incident on the track at the same time. It looks as though we've got an off up at turn 6. I think that is both karts positioned at the same place. So Harry Thompson is out of the race, and so too is Andrea Rosso. What a shame for Harry Thompson. We didn't see what happened to them, but unfortunately, both of their races for CRG and Ricky Flynn, respectfully, they are now over. They will not be world champion this year.
Yeah, it's such a disappointment for Harry Thompson, the runner-up of the European Championship. And there's another one of the drivers who actually had to retire. This is the 57 looking further
That's Robin
back.
Sario.
Robin Sario. This is a bit older in this race, but Harry Thompson just retired. That's one of the biggest news of this race, the runner-up of the European Championship. Unlucky after what has been a tricky weekend for him, that's for sure.
5 laps to go. Here comes Travasanuto. He's hunting down Hannes Janka. This is the moment to open up the taps, and he knows it. We are going to get a grandstand finish between these two. Travasanuto has just been keeping the kart relatively close to Hannes Janka, not pushing too hard, waiting for for the moment of truth, and here it comes for the last 5 laps. It's going to be these two battling away. Make that 4 laps, because Travasanuto will not be close enough yet to go for the moment, but you can bet that these two are going to be absolutely squabbling in the last 4 laps. At each other's throats they will be, and what a sensational race it promises to be between Janka and Travasanuto. 4 to go for the Championship of the World. Only one of them can win it.
And there they are, the two lions battling for the final victory on their way into the chicane. Hannes Janka, he has already 1 title under his belt this season. Lorenzo Travasanuto could have won that title. We know what happened on track during the European Championship. He has one up for grab here on the worldwide stage in Kristianstad. Those two separated by just 0.2 of a second as we speak. Less than 4 laps to go right for now. Hannes Janka has the upper hand, but for how long has Travasanuto has been able to decrease the gap and to increase the pressure at the same time on the Kart Republic driver, both into the same team, different colors, but right now for the win in this World Championship, there's nothing that matters, just the victory. And Lorenzo Travasanuto has understood that very well. As for Hannes Janka, he's going to go for it. He cannot stay behind for eternally. He's going to go for it, Travasanuto. He has less than 3 laps to go to do that.
Fastest of all in the first sector in this race, Hannes Janka. Fastest of all in the second sector in this race, Luigi Coluccio. Fastest of all in the third sector of this race, Lorenzo Travasanuto. It is ridiculously close between the top 3 men in terms of speed. Coluccio is sat still in 3rd position in front of Dexter Patterson, who looks safe and sound in 4th, with Johnny Edgar getting away from Milel. But that is not of significance until the finish line, because it's these two battling for the World Championship. Hannes Janka versus Lorenzo Travasanuto, and what a fight it's going to be as they head into the penultimate lap at the end of this one, and the first real chance for Lorenzo Travasanuto to make the play on Hannes Janka. Janka defending with a very cautious line on the inside there. Who's going to strike first?
They have never been so close into this whole race. Could he dare trying to overtake in the very last lap on this final? Travasanuto is just behind Hannes Janka. We shall see a maneuver coming up very soon. Corner number 4 maybe. A first attempt. Not yet, as Hannes Janka is closing up the door. Maybe a next one.
Here he goes! Here he goes! Travasanuto to the inside line. Squeezes Janka and he's through. Travasanuto takes the lead in the World Championship on the penultimate lap here at the Asam Ring.
Fantastic maneuver from the Karting Republic driver, now in the lead. We're less than 2 laps to go from the checkered flag in this World Championship event, and Travasanuto might have the upper hand on Janka, but still the German driver is very close. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go for the last lap here in Kristianstad.
So who's gonna be the winner of the World Championship? Travasanuto's taken back the lead, but Janka is still there, and if ever he was going to go for a big bold move, it's now. Nico Rosberg screaming on the starting gantry at Travasanuto. Go on, man, this is yours, come and bring it home. Travasanuto into turn 4. He holds the advantage at the moment. Has he struck while the iron is perfectly hot? Janka is doing everything he can to get back on terms with him, but it looks to me as though the gap is large enough. Nico Rosberg's punching the air already. It's not done yet, Nico. Here they come. Travasanuto into the second sector. And the Italian stallion looks like he's going to bring it home. An absolutely superb performance from the 19-year-old. Big things will come of this moment. He's going to be a very popular world champion. Out of the final turn he will come. And in 2018 at Kristianstad, Lorenzo Travasanuto is the champion of the world. Yes! Brilliant! Lorenzo Travasanuto wins a sensational victory over Hannes Janka. An amazing win, and it's the first ever victory for the Rosberg Academy, and the Kart Republic squad will be euphoric. Dino Chiesa will be absolutely delighted. Lorenzo Travasanuto has come to town here in Sweden, and he becomes the latest Italian to conquer the Karting World Championship. He is the first Italian to win since 2012, Flavio Campaneschi winning the title 6 years ago. But the Italians are back, and it's Travasanuto from Hannes Janka and Luigi Coluccio in a brilliant 3rd position. Dexter Patterson and Johnny Edgar in the top 5. Noah Milel on home soil gets 6th position. A brilliant result for him. 7th for Bradshaw. A fight back to 8th for Carol Baj. A disappointing 9th for David Vidales. A great comeback for the 101 of Olin Galiviera in 10th. Timon van der Helm is 11th from Juho Valtonen. Victor Gustafsson is ahead of Rasmus Jutsemis. Yannick de Brabander 15th in front of Pedro Hiltbrand, fighting back to 16th. Roman Stanek is 17th. Glenn van Berlo is 18th from Kaz Havercourt and Alexei Brijan. Leonardo Marcellia 21st from Jorge Pescador. Alexei Sizov is 23rd from Jean Bokovac. Danny Curl 25th from Matthias Salonen. Ren Sato, Pietro Deleguanti, Alexel Saniala and Victor Oberg, with only 4 retirements from the race. Gabriel Nord, who failed to start sadly, Robin Sario, Andrea Rosso and Harry Thompson. But the champion of the world has been crowned. His name, Lorenzo Travasanuto. Justice, as far as he's concerned, for his European campaign, and the Italian stallion has once again conquered it all.
My dear Jake, before getting to the podium, one final word from two, once again, very important person. We're happy to have Mr. Nicolas Todd here with us for this weekend, one of the partners of the Beryl Hart racing team. Mr. Todd, what a fantastic final we have seen. What do you think of that?
I mean, it was a great race, and it's always a pleasure to watch young talents who one day, maybe a few of them will reach Formula One. So it's important for me to attend those important races and to see the young talents coming up.
Certainly a bunch of young talents to keep an eye on for the years to come. Thank you very much, Mr. Ton. Mr. Massa, once again, the juniors put up a great show, but what about the seniors? Fantastic battle and one beautiful winner at the end.
Well, it's a really fantastic race we just saw now. It was a big fight from the first position at the beginning and then back at the end. I'm sure Nico is really happy. We just lost him for the interview because he's just going to congratulate his driver winning the World Championship for the first time. It's really a great event, and it was a great pleasure to be here in Kristianstad. So thank you very much.
And thank you very much to you. We find you back at the podium in a minute. Thank you very much, Mr. Felipe Massa. One driver from the Rosberg Academy didn't manage to get on first position, but the other one did so by winning the senior category. We're going to find them back on the podium in a minute. Over to you, Jake. The podium for the OK category is going to take place just in a couple of minutes. The time for the drivers to go around once again and one last time to the Kristianstad track for a tour d'honneur and the cheers of the public around them. And just after that, we're going to have the last podium ceremony with Mr. Felipe Massa and Mr. Rosberg. See you just in a few minutes. Over to you, Jake.
Thank you, Guillaume. What a race. What a World Championship final. That was exactly the race we signed up for. Absolutely amazing. The two best drivers in the world right now at this form and this craft. Lorenzo Travasanuto versus Hannes Janka. They fought fairly, they fought squarely, they gave it every single inch. And what a superb race. It came down to the wire as we hoped it would. It remained clean, it remained brutal, and it remained absolutely on the lock stops. And fantastic. And what a result. Lorenzo Travasanuto is the 2018 world champion. He joins an incredibly illustrious list of fantastic heroes in the world of racing. Danny Curl, Pedro Hiltbrand, Carol Baj, Lando Norris, Tom Joyner, Flavio Campaneschi, and all sorts of amazing people who have come before. The multiple champions such as Nick de Vries, Marco Adigo, Davide Fore, Danilo Rossi, Felice Ravelli, Guido Sala, and of course the two greatest men you could argue in the history of the World Championship, Francois Goldstein, the 5-time world champion, and the 6-time world champion, Mike Wilson. But there have been famous champions to go on to big things in motorsport over the few years we have been racing in the World Championships. Oliver Oakes, who did a lot of single-seater racing before starting his own karting team. Wade Cunningham, who went on to IndyCar. Guido van der Garde and Vitantonio Liuzzi, who both went on to race in Formula One. Jarno Trulli, whose son Enzo was here racing this weekend for the Junior World Championship. He won the title in 91. The year before him, Jan Magnussen was world champion. The touring car king, Granpiero Simoni, won the world title in 1987. NASCAR star Lake Speed was the title winner in 1978. Riccardo Patrese back in 74. And one of the greatest world title battles in history, of course, 73. Terry Fullerton in that epic fight with Ayrton Senna. So you can see all sorts of absolutely incredible heroes have come and gone in the world of the FIA World Championship of Karting. And yet again, in 2018, we have been treated to an absolutely stupendous dogfight between the two top drivers in the OK category in the world. Lorenzo Travasanuto triumphing from Hannes Janka, and a valiant effort from our third place man, Luigi Coluccio. So many big names in that final. It was always going to be hard to decide who was going to be the world champion. But I can see three very happy chaps indeed down in the holding area, and they are going to go to the victory car after a fantastic display. A really good effort from Luigi Coluccio, the Italian, who absolutely deserves his place on the podium. A really good effort from him, and it's great to see him in the third place spot. For Hannes Janka, that was so nearly his title. He did an absolutely terrific job to get there in second position. But Lorenzo Travasanuto is now champion of the world. And I could see them making their way up to the starting grid once again, where they will take a victory lap on the back of the Fornardbil BMW sports car. An absolutely fantastic day here at Kristianstad. Ever since 2001, the circuit has been waiting to play host to a championship as illustrious and important as this. But what a sensational day. So much preparation, so much hard work, so much waiting, dedication, commitment, and determination has come down to this race. And we've seen one of the best races I've seen for a long time to decide a world title. So many players had a part in it. All through the weekend, we've seen incredible driving standards, amazing sportsmanship, and an absolutely fantastic final. That was exactly how it should have been played. The best two men came to town at the front of it. They fought fairly, they fought jubilantly, they fought with every ounce of fibre of their being, and we got the result we deserved. Absolutely brilliant. The best two men in the world on the podium, along with Luigi Coluccio, who surely next year will get another crack at the title of the world. And the experience of this could teach him all he needs to become the next Italian world champion. Who knows in 2019? For the moment, we will bask in the glory of these drivers, who will need to duck, by the way, because the gantry very nearly caught out the juniors. So if I were you chaps, I would duck if I were you. Watch where you're going. Duck. Guys, well, that was close. Fair enough, but they are going to be safe and sound on their victory lap. Brilliant to see these guys at the top of their game and at the top of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands together, please, as they come past the main grandstand. Great to see them in such a fantastic performance in this final. Third position, Luigi Coluccio. Second position, Hannes Janka. But your champion of the world for 2019, Lorenzo Travasanuto. So many happy people here bouncing around with joy at Lorenzo Travasanuto's achievement. A very worthy winner, a very fantastic world champion. And just as the day comes to an end, those grey clouds that threatened to ruin the weekend on Friday and Saturday appear to be back. But they couldn't dampen the moods and dampen the spirits this weekend. We've had some absolutely sensational racing, some of the best karting I have seen in the 6 years of my commentary escapades. And this has all been worth the wait. Absolutely terrific. We do it all again, of course, 12 months from now, when we see who is going to be the next champion of the world in karting. An amazing array of drivers. They came from all over the world to compete in this magnificent contest. 36 nations represented across 6 continents. Obviously, the Scandinavians came here in force from Sweden, Finland, Norway, and Denmark. But we also had the mass of Europeans from Britain, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, the Netherlands, Belgium, Russia, Poland, the Czech Republic, Lithuania, Hungary, Switzerland, Bulgaria, Austria, Ireland, and Estonia. And from the Americas, we had the Americans themselves from the United States, the Canadians, the Peruvians, the Chilean, Colombian, Venezuelan, Brazilian, Argentine, and Barbadian contingents. And then, of course, from the other parts of the world, from Japan, China, Thailand, Singapore, Morocco, and Australia. They all gave us an amazing show with the 20 best chassis builders on the planet, 4 of the best engine makers all over the world, Bridgestone for the OKs, Vega for the juniors in terms of tyre supply, and what an amazing event. Thank you, Kristianstad Karting Club. You have absolutely entertained us royally, given us an amazing spectacle, a wonderful weekend, and all of us here at FIA cannot wait to come back. We hope it's going to be soon. An absolutely amazing weekend. And even though there may be a few spots of rain on this podium, it's not going to dampen anybody's spirits at all as we wait for the top 3 drivers in the world of the Karting World Championship to be greeted on to the winner's rostrum. And what a fantastic spectacle it has been. Luigi Coluccio of Italy, second, Hannes Janke of Germany, but your new champion of the world, the latest in a long list of superstar Italians to conquer the FIA Karting World Championship, Lorenzo Travasanuto. The moment is here, and we will hand down very shortly to Guillaume Alvarez to once again conduct the podium ceremony. What has been one of the most exciting World Championship karting finals I've ever seen, and I've seen quite a few ever since I first got into karting at the age of 10. I was one of those like you, watching along on the stream, on my sofa, bouncing up and down, waiting for the race of the year, and boy did we get a good one here at Kristianstad. Down to Guillaume Alvarez for the podium of the weekend, the Championship of the World.
Thank you very much, Jake Sensen. A little word from Felipe Massa just before getting on for the podium. I think the drivers are ready. We're going to have Mr. Massa, CIKFA president, to hand over the trophies. Wait in line, guys. Not too soon, Lorenzo. You're going to be called last before we get organized. Congratulations to the 3 of you already. And we're going to have a good bunch of talented drivers and personalities on this podium. This is going to be absolutely impressive to have this last podium in the OK category. I think we're ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for gathering in front of the podium, as you've done already. Thank you very much for being with us throughout this entire weekend. I think we're good to go. I'm going to call on the third step of the podium of this fantastic OK final from Italy, driving from Hart, Luigi Coluccio. Second position, that could have been the first one after such a fantastic battle all throughout the final, is the European champion of 2018, runner-up in the World Championship from Germany, Hannes Janke. And we're gonna have a winner, ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 new world champion in the OK category, driving for Kart Republic with special colors and partnership of Rosberg Racing from Italy, Lorenzo Travasanuto. Congratulations, Lorenzo. Fantastic performance put together by the 3 of you in such a fantastic final. Representative of Kart Republic on this podium will be Mr. Ricard Carl, that we would like Ricard Carl, or Mr. Dino Chiesa that is here as well. Congratulations to Kart Republic. This will be Mr. Ricard Carl stepping on the podium to receive the trophies from the hand of the CIK FIA. But before getting into trophies, you can come here, Ricard, on the last step of the podium, just beside the top 3. Before going any further, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the national anthem of Italy for Lorenzo Travasanuto. National anthem of Italy, please. Congratulations, Lorenzo Travasanuto. Round of applause. Thank you very much. To hand over the trophy without losing any time to the driver in the third position will be the CIK FIA president, Mr. Felipe Massa, handing over the trophy to Luigi Coluccio. Thank you very much. Round of applause for Mr. Felipe Massa, please. And congratulations to Luigi Coluccio, third of this fantastic final on the top 3 in this OK category, the seniors. Handing over the trophy to a well-deserved Hannes Janker will be Mr. Karin Leandersson, Swedish Automobile Sport Federation representative. Mrs. Karin Leandersson, please. Congratulations to Hannes Janker. Fantastic performance at the end after such a beautiful season. Then we're gonna have, ladies and gentlemen, handing over the trophy to a well-deserved winner will be the 2016 Formula One World Champion, Mr. Nico Rosberg. And congratulations, a well-deserved trophy to the Kart Republic driver, Lorenzo Travasanuto, one of the two drivers under the colors of Rosberg Racing, the new academy put together by Mr. Nico Rosberg. Handing over the trophy to the representative of Kart Republic will be the CAK FIA Vice President, Mr. Kees van der Grid, to Mr. Richard Karl, representative of Kart Republic Motorsport. Congratulations to Kart Republic. There's been a fantastic season overall in 2018 with a lot of good results on the European and on the world stage. Thank you very much to the three of you. Congratulations. Of course, we can have the flowers accompanying the trophies, and we're going to have the champagne for one last shower this weekend, one last shower of this season, a well-deserved, certainly, for the top three drivers on the podium. Congratulations again. You can actually get together on the first step of the podium, gentlemen, for the last photo of the year. And don't forget, please, to look straight in front of you to the photographers just in front of you. Hannes, Lorenzo, Luigi, you can look up just straight for the photographers. Thank you very much. Richard Karl, of course, as well on the picture. Round of applause, please. This is your top three in the OK category. Lorenzo Travasanuto, Hannes Janker, and Luigi Coluccio. And congratulations to the entire field of the OK category who put up together a fantastic show, not only in the final, but as well in the heats. The last shower of the year, as promised. Lorenzo Travasanuto, the first one. No, Hannes Janker, champagne!
What a fantastic moment to end these magnificent FIA World Karting Championships. The final podium of the season in Sigfia in the World Championships. And congratulations to our top three, Luigi Coluccio, Hannes Janker, and the new world champion, Lorenzo Travasanuto. Fantastic. Absolutely terrific. A really positive end to the season and an amazing end. We now have two world champions, the junior world champion Victor Bernier and the world champion Lorenzo Travasanuto.
My dear Jake, we're going to have one question at least for each of the drivers. Gentlemen, before you leave the podium, maybe one quick question. We can start with you, Lorenzo. A quick question then with Hannes Janker to start with, as we're going to have a picture with, first of all, Lorenzo Travasanuto. A quick word maybe with Hannes Janker. You can look at the camera over there and say hi to the world, Hannes. Final word. What a race it has been. You were leading all the way just a few laps before the checkered flag. Talk us through this fantastic final.
Yeah, I was on the limit all the time. Yeah, unfortunately, 2 laps missing. But yeah, it was a fantastic race. Lorenzo deserved it. He had a lot of bad luck this year, so that's all good.
All right, congratulations to you. We'll leave you, of course, to celebrate what has been a beautiful result. One last picture for Nico Rosberg and the Kart Republic representative, Richard Karl and Dino Chiesa with Lorenzo Travasanuto. One hello to the world. Thank you very much. Sorry, Hannes. As we leave them to the celebration, there's going to be a lot of celebration for you and the entire team, I'm sure, as well. Lorenzo, could we have one final quick word from you? We had the pleasure of talking to you in the grid. You can say hello to the world. You're the new 2018 world champion in the OK category. What a feeling that must be.
I think I still don't realize it, but yeah, it's amazing. I really wanted to win this, and I gave all I had. The competitor was really strong, but yeah, we did it. We did it.
How did you manage to keep the pace going for so long and then put the attack in the very last laps of this final? That has been incredible to see.
I just really wanted to win it so much, and so I didn't want to give up. There was a certain point of the race where I really struggled to get close to Hannes, but then at the end I found that little extra pace and motivation to get closer.
All right, congratulations to you. This will be a lot of celebration for you. Beautiful season to you. Thank you, Lorenzo Travisanuto. Maybe one last word to conclude with the third driver on this podium. If we can have Luigi Coluccio. Luigi is going away already. If we can have him, is gone already. Luigi, maybe a quick question just to conclude. Thank you so much. As you can say a quick hello to the world live on camera. Luigi, a quick word. A beautiful final from you. You managed to secure the third place very early in the race, and then it has been quite a quiet race for you, wasn't it?
I think it's the best race of my season at the moment. So, what I can say,
Come with me. We have a bit of sound. Yeah, this will be better here.
I think it's one of the best race I did until the race. So, I don't know what I can say. It's the best emotion.
Yeah, the emotion we can feel. Congratulations, Luigi Coluccio. We'll leave it to you, of course. There will be celebration as well for you. Thank you very much. Grazie molto, Luigi Coluccio. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final word of the weekend. We've had two fantastic finals at the conclusion of a fantastic weekend here on the Asumring International of Kristianstad. This was the World Championship and the World Junior Championship, concluding the FIA Karting 2018 season. Thank you very much for being with us this entire year. Thank you very much for putting on the content and sharing what you see online and through the social network. We'll be back next year for some more exciting racing. Thank you very much. Bye-bye and drive safe.